Hello, and welcome back to Black Feather Guild. Today we're doing episode 4 of our second season of Tickfaw Files. It's going to be really interesting because Dick and Naomi are stuck in a mirror, like literally in a mirrorverse. Um, and I have concerns, but we're going to see what happens. Before we jump into that and meet the cast, though, I wanted to take a quick second to talk about viewer actions and how you can actively participate just from being in the audience. So there's a number of different ways that you can do so. One of the easiest, I'm just going to get this in chat here, is through the game tweet. Every 10 interactions on that, that's likes, retweets, and comments, will give an extra D4 to the cast and to the DM. This being Monster of the Week, that is almost a full extra die that we get to roll. Monster of the Week uses 2d6 for the most part, so adding a d4 is pretty darn powerful. So that's one real quick and easy way that you can do that. Other ways that you can interact are with guild coins. You can see a little chart right over here that has something called plot points. Those allow you to make anywhere from a small to a pretty significant change to the scene that's happening, depending on how many plot points you use. You can see a full description of what those are in the panels down below, and you can see all the other things that you can use guild coins on by looking at your Twitch chat box, and then right below that there is a round rainbow colored icon with the black feather crest on it. If you click on that, it'll show you all the different things that you can use those on. You get those just by watching the stream, and subscribers get those at double the rate. Next we've got direct donations, which you can see right over here. At the bottom there is coffee.com/raven or raven.rocks, and that allows you to do some things on this chart here. You can also do subscriptions or bits through Twitch. It applies at the same rate. And then finally on Patreon, which you can see right there, our Bard tier patrons and higher get credits towards those viewer actions every month. Bard tier starts at $15, so in addition to all the other cool stuff you get by being a patron, you get $15 to use on this chart here at any time that you would like. Speaking of direct donations and everything, thank you so much, Michael, for that $10 tip. We've got a complication. There is a wrench in the plans with an actual wrench. There's literally going to be a wrench in the plans. So, Rowan, go ahead and start thinking about how you're going to terrorize us with that. That's going to be amazing. Yeah, thank you, Michael. So where were we? Patreon, yes. Right now is a really cool time to become a patron because I've just finished up the playtest version of Fundamental RPG 2nd Edition, which is a gaming system that I developed. We used the 1st edition for Badlands, Lightbringer. We're currently using it for Water and Animus Absentis on the channel right now. And the 2nd edition basically takes all the cool stuff that we figured out through a lot of playing 1st edition, and just streamlines the whole process and adds a lot of cool new features into it. So it's a little bit longer, the book is, than the 1st edition, but it's also more streamlined, so it's easier to just pick it up and run with it. So there's a playtest version up on Patreon right now for Bard tier and higher patrons, and there'll be more bonus stuff for patrons regarding that system in the upcoming months as well. So really good time to hop on board with that. I believe that's everything aside for telling you what these things over here mean. So D4 and a D6, pretty self-explanatory. We get to add an extra die to the roll. A switch means that we can swap an action word. To give you a classic example, let's say you've got a bard in your party and they want to seduce a dragon. And let's say that the party is tired of the bard trying to seduce everything that they come across. So if one of them has a switch, or if the DM has a switch, they can throw that out there and say, you have to choose something else. And so the bard has to replace seduce with something that's not a direct synonym. So it's a way to nudge the story in different directions. It's usually pretty amusing. Roll with advantage and reroll means that you will roll twice and take the better of the two results. The key difference here being that a reroll you can do at any time. An advantage you have to call before you make the roll. So if you didn't use an advantage and you rolled a nat 1, or in this case if you rolled a 6 or lower, and you're like, oh crap, this is going to end catastrophically, it's really bad, I really need to make sure that this succeeds, then you can throw a reroll in there and and roll it again. A complication is what we just saw. That's anywhere from 1 to 3 sentences. You can add to, change about, or remove from anything in the scene that's happening. So in this case, Michael has said a literal wrench will be thrown into the works here. So at some point in the game, we're going to see a wrench get thrown into the plans and potentially make things more challenging. Swap 2 players for 5 minutes means that we will swap characters. So if you have us do that, then you get to choose 2 cast members and have them switch characters. And that includes the DM as well. You can put one of us in the DM seat and have Rowan play one of our characters if you would like. And then the 1-up is just sort of a safety net. If we would otherwise die or go unconscious, rather than that happening, we'll come back stabilized at 7 harm. Because in this system, at 8 harm, you die. So we basically get stabilized and be at 7 harm by using the 1-up rather than dying. So if there's a character you really want to make sure survives this campaign, that's a great way to help them do so. And I think that is everything. So we're going to hop back into the main screen. We're going to say hello to the cast and let Rowan take it away. And hopefully we don't all die horrible deaths. So let's head over there. Hello, everyone. Rowan, I will let you take it away from here.
Hello, I'm going to take you away to a secret place.
Is it in a mirror? Because I'm already there.
Take me away. Anyways, so I'm Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. And I am the GM of this game, which is like one of my pet projects, this game. And yeah, you can find my stuff at rowannorthillustrations.org. I'm going to start posting stuff on Etsy because I am starting to make my own handmade watercolors. Specialty watercolors. They're super shiny and stuff. So please check my site for details as that pans out. And let's start introducing the players. Vanessa.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm the resident Canadian of the group. I'm primarily a traditional artist. I do watercolor and pencil sketch, and more recently I've gotten back into doing some digital work, so that's been fun. And I play Mira, and she is a red cap fairy, which is the fairy equivalent of vampire. So she has to drink human blood to survive, which is pretty interesting.
Interesting's a word for it. Interesting is in fact a word for it. So all right, let's go to Yaz.
Hi, sorry, microphone. I'm Yasmin. I am a graphic artist and illustrator. And that is really all I do with my life. And I play Zahilin Savoy, who is a changeling, and sort of the unofficial mayor of Springfield. And right now, they're very stressed out because they can't control the situation that is going on in Tickfaw. And so, hopefully, or not hopefully, depending on how you view it, we will see Zahil today. And that's it.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Next is Riley.
Hi, I'm Riley. I'm a knit and crochet designer and blogger. I'll put my website out in the comments. I play Jonas. Jonas is a human, and he is very concerned about everybody all the time.
That's a way to put it. And then Raven.
Hello. As you all probably know, I'm Raven. This is my channel. I do tabletop streaming, I also design games. That's what I was talking about before about fundamental RPG, professional GMing, pretty much anything and everything to do with tabletop. I do part of it, including art as well, which I do have open commissions for, and you can see my portfolio at my website, which is in chat. I'm playing Primrose, quote unquote, Dick Ballaroo. She goes by the nickname of Dick because she's a private investigator. Currently she's stuck in a mirror trying to get the FBI agent who is hopelessly not good at her job. But she's adorable. So Dick's trying to get her out of the mirror world and is stuck in the mirror world herself. So we'll see what happens there, but I'm excited to play.
All right. Fabulous. Okay. So let's talk about what happened last time. Raven kind of summed up some of it. So what has happened so far is Dick went on a date with Naomi. Naomi's not ready to call it a date, but it was date.
Totally a date.
And you saw weird stuff with her reflection in the diner mirrors, like those angled mirrors, like old-fashioned diners have. On the ceiling, you saw weird stuff with her shadow, and you've been trying to figure out this whole situation. You were able to track back the weird mirror stuff to the motel that you guys were staying in. That Jonas specifically was staying in before he basically moved in to the manor. And now your guys are in a situation. Weird stuff keeps happening where you're finding weird doubles of yourselves and people are being stolen away. Remind me, okay, so all of your reflections are gone at this point, right?
Yes.
Mine's currently standing in the hallway.
Well, you know what I mean.
Jonas and Lily still have their reflections, I know. Because Jonas got his reflection back.
Right. Well, wasn't it just in the camera that you had his reflection?
I thought I could see my reflection.
I think it was just in the camera. Oh well. And then currently, Dick, you're in the mirror world. You're with the mirror. Dick has taken your place. And Naomi's in the mirror world, as well as maybe someone else. We'll see.
So is this where we do the Bloody Mary thing and say it 3 times in front of a mirror?
Yeah. Summon Bloody Mary. That's the last thing you want.
We could do that with Naomi, though. Naomi and Dick, and chant their names 3 times.
Naomi. And it's just standing there like, guys.
What the fudge?
What's wrong with you? Okay. So let's start with Dick. That seems like the obvious one. So you have just switched over to the mirror world and you're going to go find Naomi, correct?
Yes. Dick is running down the hall trying to find Naomi because she told her to run, I think because the other Dick was next to her.
So out of curiosity, are you guys following like her reflection, like as she leaves the mirror, checking the other mirror to see if she's there?
Yes, sort of. Yes.
Okay, so like, wait, here, let's follow. And you, as soon as you reach like the other mirror, you really don't see anything. You don't see her.
We can't like pivot around and like check different angles to see if it's like literally a different dimension, like windows.
No, mirrors don't work that way. I'm pretty.
I was just checking.
I think if you grab it and turn it around, you could do that situation, like grab the mirror physically. But as far as pivoting, it's not a window; it's a reflection, literally.
All
But
right.
either way, although you could see Dick in one mirror, you cannot see Dick in another mirror, even if Dick should be right there.
Okay.
Dick, as you are heading up the stairs, you hear someone behind you say, "Hello! Hey, you!"
Dick is going to quickly pivot, drawing her pistol, pointing it at whatever made that sound.
There's a guy behind you, and he holds up his hands. He's got an animal control vest on, and he's like, "Whoa! There's no need for that. I'm just what the fuck is this accent? Hold on, I'm
I don't know. I was trying to figure it out.
I'm working on it. It's a work in progress." He's like, "There ain't no need for that. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and you're the first other living person that I've seen so far. Please don't shoot. I'm just here to wrangle alligators."
All right, look cut rate, Steve Irwin. You got about 10 seconds to tell me why you're in here, how you got in here, and what you want from me. Because I'm a little bit busy, and this has not been my best day.
Listen, we're I was here in town trying to, work on a lawsuit against the the big family here, because our car was completely destroyed while trying to hunt giant alligators that she said was here. Couldn't find any giant alligators, and all of a sudden I know that I'm just suddenly like pulled into a mirror.
Right. And have you noticed anything else while you've been in here?
It's real damn empty. Todd ain't at the front desk. No one is.
That makes sense. Well, our reflections are taking over. They're pulling us in and going out and being us out on the other side. So,
Can you roll
I'm still
to
trying to figure out a
manipulate
way
someone?
out. Sure.
See how believable this is.
I mean, we're stuck in a mirror world. I think this would be pretty decently believable. At this point, we'll see.
You just said we're stuck in a mirror world and our reflections are taking it over. He's like, I was pulled in a mirror. Maybe he doesn't even quite believe himself. So
okay, that's totally fine. So I'll roll in just a second, just to finish her sentence.
Okay.
Dick says, "Yeah, our reflections are taking over. I gotta go find Naomi and figure out a way out of here. Also, back up a second. You said something about filing a lawsuit against a big family. Would that be the Billius family?
Yeah.
Right. Look, I don't mean. Hope you don't take this the wrong way, but that's my employers. So
Oh.
That doesn't exactly behold me to help you right now.
I mean, I understand that, but I also understand that our vehicle was completely destroyed. I'm just following orders. Don't shoot a messenger. I mean, literally, don't shoot the messenger. Please.
Well, if your car was destroyed, I'd take that up with your car insurance company. But I've got bigger fish to fry, so.
Listen, okay. Did you roll to manipulate someone?
Yes, I got a. I thought that was an 8. It's a 6.
Oof. Big oof, my friend. It's like
I finally get experience.
It's like, you're feeding us bullshit. Just like the Billius family is. That's the thing, is that lawsuit we was talking about, because there wasn't actually any giant alligators. So it was a waste of time and resources.
That sounds like a you problem. So you believe whatever you want, but I got bigger fish to fry.
It's like, now just wait just a darn minute. You said they was your employers. Do they just make it a rule to just lie to everyone, or what? Anyone who works for them?
Look, Dick kind of repositions herself, stretches a little bit, goes, look, leans in. You didn't find alligators? Maybe it's because you're the cut rate Steve Irwin and not the real one.
What? My name? My name is Steve, but
Of course it is. All I'm saying is, just because you didn't see them doesn't mean they ain't there. So don't take out your inadequacies on other people. And I gotta go find Naomi. So if we figure out how to get out of here, maybe we'll come back for you. And Dick starts running off looking for Naomi.
Steve will remember this.
Plot point. Someone waiting on the other side of the mirror out in the human realm has a sudden urge tickling at the back of their mind to go and chant Bloody Mary in the mirrors. It might be Jonas, but it might also be Zaheel.
So I guess you guys are trying to follow where the heck yeah,
it would
you just
be
realized
great to follow Dick. However, it's suddenly very, very obvious and clear that we can't follow Dick the normal way.
Thank you. My words were not coming.
It's all right. It's in the same vein that we went to the fourth floor looking for Naomi on the fourth floor and found essentially nothing. So Savoy turns to the others as like, we have to find this mirror with a black frame.
And Lily actually said, why don't we just, if every mirror is a different world, why don't we just take down the mirror that they're in and use that? Like, just carry it?
That's a good idea, Lily.
Oh, wait. Mommy said never to run with mirrors. No, that was scissors.
How big is the mirror that they've walked into?
I mean, it's a decent sized mirror. I want to say like at least 18 by 22 inches.
So it's kind of hard just to,
Yeah, you just be like trying to carry this,
try not
wobbling
to
back
fall
and forth.
over.
Yeah.
Lily, do you have any other suggestions about mirrors? Because it's going to be very hard to take this one with us.
Mirrors. Well, did you know that mirrors show you flipped around? You're not actually that's not actually what you look like. But you get so used to you looking like that when they take a photo of you, you always look weird. So that's why I never liked the school photo.
Thanks, Lily. That does make a lot of sense. Savoy says and moves on. But do you have any suggestions of taking the mirror with us?
Who could try taking part of the mirror?
So we should break it?
I don't know.
I feel like breaking it is a terrible idea until we know that we
Breaking
could
mirrors are bad luck.
Oh, I don't believe in bad luck, but thank you.
The mirror Dick says that's actually a right bad idea. If you break that mirror, I can't get back in.
Which I assume would mean that
world.
we can't get Dick and Naomi back.
I'd say so.
Why would you want to go back? I thought you came out here because you want to be out here.
Listen, it's it's complicated. It's complicated. It's complicated. It's complicated. From what your friend was telling me, sounds like the person that I wanted to come here for is already dead. So
That's a real bummer.
bummer.
Jonas, you've had a lot of experiences with the Fae. Or have you encountered anything of the mirror folk?
All of a sudden, you find Lily. She's kind of standing in front of the mirror, and she's like, "I know something else about mirrors." Sorry,
What is
Jonas.
it, Lily?
You can do this. And she looks in the mirror, and she's like, "Turn off the light. Turn off the light. Turn off the light."
Okay, and Savoy looks around for a light switch.
Yeah, you find one.
And Savoy turns the light off.
And then Lily reaches into Mira's pocket and pulls out a phone and turns on the flashlight. And then holds it up and goes, "Bloody Mary! Bloody Mary!
Oh, God.
Bloody Mary!" Does
Yes.
anyone try to stop her?
Jonas tries to stop her.
Savoy's just making a horrified face at the end of the hall where the light switch is.
Jonas just like comes up to Lily and like grabs the light and is like, "Sweetie, let's do that another time when people aren't already hopping out of the mirror."
That's the best time to do it. Then maybe it actually works.
I'm so glad Dick is not here for this.
Yeah, are you kidding? This mirror deck is already like... You know that ain't real, right? Lily's like, "Of course it is. You're here, so it has to be real. In one of these mirror places, there's gotta be a Bloody Mary."
Sweetie, you do realize that Bloody Mary committed mass genocide
Oh, when?
and bathed in little girls' blood. So, please.
Who?
Mira is suddenly very confused about this information that she's never heard before.
I am super impressed with Jonas for like having this just like instantly socio-political history ready to go for Lily. It's amazing.
Jonas is a history buff. He's like, Bloody Mary was not a nice person, and you don't want to play
I
with
thought
her.
we could be friends.
We can play with Mira, who drinks blood, but not Bloody Mary.
Wait! Bloody Mira?
Oh my god.
Mira just flashes her fangs at Lily.
Lily is delighted. You're right. I don't need a Bloody Mary to be my friend. I already have one. And she gives Mira a hug.
Mira just ruffles her hair very affectionately.
Well, so you turn back on the light. I imagine, Mira, you take back your phone. But yeah, you just can't seem to follow them. So are you gonna continue your search for the mirror?
Yes.
Okay. Dick,
Yes.
now that you've escaped Steve, you head up the stairs, and sure enough, Naomi's kind of there at the end of the hallway, kind of standing in front of the mirror that she appeared out of.
Dick's gonna catch up and be like, all right, slight problem.
Yeah.
The other me is now out in the other, like the real world.
Yes, that is a problem.
Also, there's a Steve somebody, animal handler guy that apparently managed to get themselves stuck in here too. They weren't real helpful though, so
Oh, wait.
they're back there somewhere.
I think I know this, Steve. I talked to them when I was investigating the giant alligators.
Yeah, exactly.
It was actually
Anyways,
a troll, but it's not like you can, well, tell people that.
Yeah, I just told him he sucked at his job. So, anyways.
And how easily do you make friends?
Depends on who the person is.
Naomi smiles a little. I'm like, she's like, sorry, I guess it's not the time for that kind of, never mind. While you were, while trying to figure this out, I discovered something interesting. Take a look at this. And she gestures to the mirror. She has a reflection in this mirror.
Does her reflection actually look like her, or is it a little bit off? Like the doppelgangers were.
Roll investigate a mystery, my friend. Or just roll straight up sharp. Let's do that.
Just forget what perks or what moves she has. Yeah, nothing that'll help with that. Okay. Sharp. Go. That's an 11. Because Dick is always looking sharp.
All right. So you look, and what you realize is that it isn't mirrored correctly. So normally it's a flip reflection, right? But it's not flipped. Not properly. Aside from that, it's all the same. But you realize that whole reflection is not flipped. It's like you're looking into.
I don't know how this helps me.
Well, you said that, see if it was a little bit off. Yes, this is very, very off.
No, I know. But Dick's trying to figure like, okay, I know that it's not flipped. How does that help me? I don't know. Fuck.
Naomi's like, well, you're actually looking in this mirror, Dick, and you see your reflection there too. Except, not mirrored, as it should be.
Alright. So our reflections aren't mirrored, even though they're in a mirror.
Naomi says, I'm just actually more interested in the fact that we have reflections here. And take a look at this. And she walks past all the other mirrors, and there are reflections in each mirror, each subtly off, just like before. But she has reflections.
Okay. So... what if we took two of these mirrors and set them up in such a way that it would make it mirrored?
I mean,
and try to go out that way.
I don't know if that will help us at all. This is more just a general observation. It means, perhaps this is just me, but perhaps you can go deeper, so to speak.
What do you mean, like go into another mirrorverse?
Yes. Not that I want
Yeah,
to.
I
think that's
watched that old movie Inception, and that did not end well.
well, in that case.
I think that's a bad idea.
In that case, we should be careful.
Damn it, really?
That's the point. That's what she said. Going derper. It's like we should be careful because if we have reflections here, it means we still have reflections to lose. Here.
Okay. Well, I don't want to go deeper into this craziness. That seems like a bad idea.
Yes,
So we need to get out. So I have the suggestion of mirroring the mirror with another mirror and see what that does. Do you have anything other than, run towards the danger?
Cell phone. There does seem to be another floor up, but I think it's like storage.
Okay. How's that gonna help us get out?
I mean, we are trying to find this black framed mirror, aren't we? I assume that would be.
Damn it, Vanessa. Plot point.
Oh, no.
Nobody has the urge to chant Bloody Mary.
Vanessa. Vanessa.
I couldn't resist.
So Dick is going like, all right, like, I've given a suggestion that we could try. Your suggestion was to go deeper.
No. It wasn't
into the problem.
It wasn't a suggestion. It was just an observation of what I think may happen if we're not careful. If, say, our reflections decide to steal us in this reality. What I was saying is that what I suspect, because your Doppler did say something about a black frame mirror, correct? Is that would be consistent throughout all these worlds.
Okay.
That's what I would think.
Well, if you got pulled into this through a black framed mirror, then it's going to be somewhere that you've been before.
I don't think I don't know if I was. Like, what do you mean, like, pulled
far
in?
Too sober for this. You had to get here somehow.
In this world? Yes, it was through the normal hall mirror.
Okay. So if you got pulled in through that mirror, then it stands to reason that that's how you would get back out.
But we tried that, didn't we?
I mean, did we?
When I stood in front of that mirror downstairs. The mirror disappeared through.
Right. You weren't able to walk through it.
I was not.
Alright, well, I don't want to go exploring too far into this place because of, getting sucked further into more mirror universes or whatever other Steves might be lurking around in different corners.
Well, what I would say is perhaps we should avoid mirrors altogether somehow. I do like your idea of mirroring the mirror, mostly just because that means we don't have a reflection to steal. Where are you guys standing as you're having this conversation?
I presume looking at the mirror that she wanted me to look at, but, social distancing from the mirror, like 10 feet apart.
Wasn't it 6 feet apart, dude?
Yeah, but we're not taking any chances with this mirror.
All right. Well, when you look back up in the mirror, Dick, your reflection's gone.
Thanks. I hate it.
Naomi's like, oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, no shit.
As I was saying, avoid mirrors?
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got 2 mirrors here. Let's try my idea, and if that doesn't work, we'll go looking for other mirrors that we can use to fix this while we're, avoiding mirrors.
Right. Right. Okay. So you guys head off. All right, back to Group A. Actually, as you guys are looking through for other mirrors, before I switch to Group A, before I forget it altogether. So Naomi, I guess, is trying to like duck around these mirrors, trying to avoid them, and she's like, you know what this reminds me of, and perhaps this is not the time for it.
Dick just goes, "No, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me."
Do you like me or do you not like me? I can't seem to. You're giving mixed signals.
I'm sorry, I tend to do that when I'm stuck in mirror universes and, in concern for my life. But
honestly,
yes,
I have no idea why I'm in such a good mood myself. Perhaps this is because
that is the question.
I mean, I'm stressed as all hell. Don't get me wrong, but this is also the most fun I've had ever. So I don't know.
If you think this is fun, I will have loads of fun for you once we get out of here. But yes, I do think you're pretty great. But I'm just a little bit stressed and I'm very cranky.
I will keep that in mind. I was just going to say that, that childhood game, a Bloody Mary, since I was alone at the house, I was always too afraid to try it. Growing up, just me in a house that I already thought it was haunted. But it kind of feels like it. Seems too reminiscent of the stories. That's all. It was stupid. I'm sorry.
I mean, you want to give it a try. There's some truth to every little story like that. It's probably...
don't know if that's a good idea.
Maybe they could help us, is all I'm thinking. But
what, summon Bloody Mary and Bloody Mary can help us?
Well, the stories always have a piece of truth in them, but they're not the whole truth.
So what you're saying is you actually want me to try it?
Well, either nothing happens, or something does happen and maybe we get some answers, or something bad happens and I get to shoot something, which would improve my mood significantly.
All right. So, okay. So you got Naomi's like, all right. So she goes to find a bathroom to perform the rites and rituals of Bloody Mary in. Okay, Group 1. So you guys, I guess, are searching still. Where specifically are you going to be searching for the black framed mirror?
Excuse me. Do all of the mirrors in the hallway have the same style?
Pretty much, yes.
Have all the rooms that we managed to search also have the same style?
Yes.
And neither of those styles is
black framed.
Correct.
Are there any larger common areas up on the top, like the upper floors?
There this like area for vending machine, but really it's just the lounge downstairs and bathrooms.
And we did not see a black frame mirror in the lounge.
You did not.
Is there like an employee area or an employee lounge or locker room?
Yes. Downstairs.
Think that we should check that and potentially avoid mirrors as we go along. Savoy being paranoid.
All right. So you all are heading along, and then you suddenly hear, "Hey, hey!"
We slow down and look around.
And you see a guy with a animal control vest.
Savoy squints at them and is just like, "What do you need?"
Hey, you're that there bilious woman, ain't ya?
That's correct. What is it that you need?
Well, I was just gonna say, you ain't ever gonna find that mirror, hun. We'll make sure of it.
Can I roll to keep my cool?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second.
Nobody likes you, Steve.
I would like to see my feather child, please. Roll badly. Yes.
Yeah, give me just a second. Roll20 is being kind of funky. What is going? There we go.
Wee.
All right. You know, I will be very impressed if I continue rolling really well. Let's see.
Did it even come up on Roll20 at all?
What do you mean?
There it is. Oh, there it is.
I'm disappointed in you, Yasmin.
There
God
it is.
damn it!
It's an
Wow.
11.
My apparently my cool rolls are just
What?
real good with my -1 still. Why can't I roll that well on anything else? Anyways.
Sorry, Raven was talking at me. No, I'll let you have that.
All right. So you can see like Savoy's skin wrinkle and like they clench their jaw as they're waiting for Zahil to come out and nothing happens. And you just hear, and it's almost in the way that Zahil talks and the way that Savoy responds to this man. And you just hear like Savoy like growl speak. And they say, "I will find whoever is in charge of this and I will shatter you just like a mirror." You could tell your boss like that.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Hey, roll investigate a mystery, shall we? Or read a bad situation. One of those. I don't even care anymore. They're so close to each other. I'm just...
Okay.
Especially for this specific one.
Rolling sharp.
They're rolling down the mountain. When they roll...
I got an 8.
That's exceptional. Wait. I don't know.
That's
okay,
like a partial
actually,
success?
I'm gonna give you this. Lily's gone.
God fucking damn it.
Okay, in what world is Lily gone when Mira's always right there?
Well, I'll give you this one then, Mira. You suddenly see her just kind of disappear. She's standing by a mirror.
So she's not like pulled into a mirror or anything. She just disappears.
But she is standing by a mirror.
And just vanishes.
In fact, if you look at the mirror, Lily's reflection's still there.
Can you go in after her?
Well, Mira goes to the mirror. This is like, you know, when you lose your child in a Walmart?
Yes.
Mira's like, where the fuck is my child?
And yeah, Lily looks up at you. It seems to be the same Lily, or at least the same reflection of Lily. It's not different in any way. And then you see her mouth. Whoops.
Mira tries really hard not to like slam her hand against the mirror so she doesn't accidentally break it. But you can see like her expression is working, like she's not happy.
Now there we go. Now, if you want to see that little girl again, I'd give up the search. In fact, we'd even be nice and give back your lost friends, even.
Where
Mira-
the hell do you get off?
In the bathroom normally, you know.
Mira
Like-
just lets out
Oh,
this
God.
big snarl.
In bed, you know, looking on my phone at
Okay, can you
well,
please
anyways,
just
that's
shut the
beside
fuck
the
up
point.
and tell me how to get that little girl out of the mirror before we lose our shit? Never mind, we've already lost our shit. I don't yell. I don't like yelling at people, but here I am yelling at you. Why is this happening? I don't understand.
And so the alligator guy, Steve, he looks at Mirror Dick and says, "Well, you told him anything at all?" And Dick's like, "Well, what's there to say?" Oh, good.
Maybe like
You got it.
why you're popping out of the mirrors and stealing our child?
Now that's right, sweet. I could have sworn that wasn't your child. I could have sworn that she belonged to Temryu.
She does not belong to Temryu. She does not belong to us. She is a child that deserves protecting. So why is she in the mirror?
She's in. Don't worry, we ain't gonna do anything to her. It's just an incentive. Let us have the mirror, and nobody gets hurt.
Savoy folds their arms across their chest and just stands very rigid and responds. So you want this black mirror in exchange for our friends and for the little girl. Am I understanding that correctly?
Sure, we'll give them all back.
And where do you suppose this mirror is?
Well, it's somewhere in here, ain't it?
You don't have an idea? You don't have like a suggested position on it? You want it so bad, but you don't know where it is?
Beer Dick says, "All right, listen. The situation is this. The mirror is making all the other mirrors, well, come alive. Like you're seeing. These worlds, they're alternate realities. Fragmented realities, even. They ain't even their own whole damn thing. We're just the ones that are lost when you of this time make different choices."
Savoy snorts and is like, that's some real string theory right there.
Yeah, it is. but that's what we are.
All right. Well, you seem to be impeding us because we are looking for the mirror. Now, as
Mirdick's
far
like, listen, I haven't stopped you from looking for the mirror. In
I under,
fact,
I
I'm helping.
understand. Now, this mirror happens to also hold a piece of Temryu in it. Does the piece of Temryu have to go with you when we give you the mirror? Or is it just
Oh,
the mirror that you want?
oh, absolutely. What do you think gives us our power? Says the alligator man.
So are you
I-
working with Temryu or yourselves?
Yeah, he wishes. Maybe at one point we did. But now the power's in our hands, ain't it?
Well, I wouldn't say it's in your hands just yet.
Well, guess we'll see then. And he steps towards the mirror, puts his hand up, and disappears.
Savoy takes a very deep breath in and looks at the others, and you can see like the freckling of feathers across their face. And Savoy says, "Well, let's check the employee room and find out if there's any storage areas on site that might have the mirror perhaps stowed away. And then we should consider not giving the mirror to you mirror folk."
The mirror dick kind of sighs. It's like, listen, it's more complicated than that asshole made it sound.
Do you want to fill us in, or are you going to keep us in the dark? You could give us the whole story and help us make a decision now, or we could just keep on guessing. And we have guessed so well in the future or in the past.
All right, listen. If I help you find that mirror, this is what I ask of you. Help me find a reality where my girl is alive and I can be happy.
I suppose I will do my best. I'm not sure how I can dictate what reality is what, but
Well,
what,
don't you get it? Each one of these mirrors is a different one.
well, I followed that. But what's the what's what's the statistic of us actually finding a reality where she does live?
My hope was higher. Honestly, it's hard for me to say. Cause I mean, she isn't alive in the this main one, the real world. So what are the chances that it's got to be like? I hoped it would have been about half. Maybe more if the alpha made timeline. But I don't know.
See, there's reality is a funny thing. But I'm not in the business of making promises on things that I can't guarantee. What I can do is ensure you that we'll do our best. But right now, we got to figure out the mirror and to find out where and how to get our friends back.
Got. Listen, if you have that mirror, you have the power to hop through worlds. And I mean, I guess I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate here. But you know, a world where you're in your happiest scenario, or even like make it all the way to Temu's big old castle. He's been
I did a thing
Huh?
I very rarely do. I did a thing I very rarely do. So check chat when you get a sec, Ron.
I hate that. I hate that. Oh, it's good. Oh, I hate it. That's good.
Anyways, so Savoy just takes like a thoughtful moment, and you can see the gears turning before looking at everybody else and hoping that they're kind of following their own train of thought. But without really saying anything, continues is like, we just need to find that mirror. And the best place to look is where we haven't looked so far. We've narrowed down that it's likely not in any of the suites. It's not in
Could
the
be in a
lounge
bathroom.
room. Could be in one of the bathrooms. And so I suppose we'll go take a quick look in the bathrooms that we pass and go check the employees' staff lounge or whatever. Break room.
And she's like, listen, one of the things you need to know about this is that Tamriel has been consulting with us. Some of us are on his side more than others. But I promise you, no matter what the outcome is, he knows what's coming.
Are you saying he knows the future?
Sorta. Or at least each possible scenario.
Interesting. All right, let's move on.
All right. Dick. You and Naomi find a bathroom to chant Bloody Mary.
Okay. As soon as Naomi gets started, Dick is just going to slowly lean in, and then as soon as she gets to, I can't remember the number that you
3.
need, but as soon as she gets to that number, is it just the 3? Okay. As soon as
Yeah.
she says it the third time, Dick's just gonna gently place her hand on top of Naomi's head.
Oh my god. Don't! Did you just ask you to do this just so you could scare me?
No, I legitimately thought it might do something, but you know, the opportunity was there. I couldn't resist.
Oh, good grief. Right.
Well, is anything coming through?
Well, no, and then she looks back at a mirror and her reflection's gone. Except that, this was a bad idea.
Okay. Why?
Why is her reflection gone?
No, you said nothing changes except this is a bad idea.
No. Naomi says this was a bad idea.
Oh, okay. I did not realize there was a pause there.
Sorry.
So it's
Except her
I was like,
reflection's gone.
what's the bad idea?
This was a bad idea. So.
All right. Well, let's go see if we can find the Black Mirror. Isn't that name of like an old TV show or something that weird crap like this happened in?
Yeah, it was that online video thing that was eventually bought by Disney.
Damn you, Disney. Anyways, let's go find
like
this
YouTube? No, that was the other one.
Black Mirror.
But that too was bought by Disney. Anyways. So as you turn to go, Naomi disappears. Because you're right in front of the bathroom mirror.
God damn it.
This was a really bad idea. And so you see Naomi now in the mirror, and she looks up at you, confused.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And calls your phone.
Yes.
This was a very bad idea.
All right. Well, find a black mirror. I'll go find the black mirror here.
I'm sorry. I mean, thanks for humoring me, I guess.
Yeah. I hate this place so much. Dick's gonna go up to the 4th floor and try to find a fucking black mirror.
Well, you're on the 4th floor.
Great. Where is this freaking mirror?
There are stairs. Okay, wait. Roll investigate mystery, my friend.
Hold on a second. No, that won't help. Okay, never mind. I thought I had something that would help, but it won't help in this situation. We're gonna throw a d6 on that.
Whew! No kidding.
That'll make it a mixed success.
Mixed success. All right. So let's have you. As this is more of just like a straight up sharp, I'm gonna have like a hard move. So you see that there is kind of like another staircase leading up to the 5th floor, which it actually says storage and roof.
Okay.
But sitting there on the stairs is Naomi.
Okay, it's obviously not the Naomi.
No, this Naomi has long hair.
Okay, gonna ignore her, and go keep looking for the mirror.
You're not gonna try the stairs?
Is that where the storage room is?
That's what it says on the sign.
This is a 4-story hotel, right? And I'm on the 4th floor?
Yes. There is a 5th floor. Sort of. Like a half floor.
Is there a 5th half floor to the original hotel?
Yes.
Okay, then sure. Dick will go up the stairs.
Except Naomi is sitting right there in your way. Naomi's like, wait, hold on.
Is she like laying across the stairs?
I mean, it's a thin stairwell. This one is definitely not the normal stairs like the other stairwells are. This is kind of like tacked onto the side.
Just push her out of the way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I think we'll just shove her out of the way. Like, if there's really not that much room, she'll just shove her out of the way as she walks upstairs.
Naomi's like,
don't want to hear it.
Wait, no, hey,
Don't.
look, no.
Nope.
You listened to yourself earlier. What do you mean?
And we see how well that went, so nope.
I mean, it's going fine from what I saw. Look, just hear
You're
me
here.
out.
The real Naomi is in another layer of this
Who said
Inception hell, so...
I'm just as real as that one. Thank you very much. I see you're taking up after
Naomi.
your namesake.
Dick just, like, pauses, stares at this Naomi, doesn't say anything, turns around and walks up the stairs.
Naomi's like, no, hold on.
Nope. She's not holding
At
on.
least
She's
at the
continuing up the
very
stairs.
least, let me give you exposition. Maybe.
Dick just holds up her hand and goes, if you can keep up, you can keep talking. But I'm not stopping.
Fine. 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 All right. Yes, these are different worlds. This is a different you. I mean, I'm just as real as that, Naomi. We're all just wanting to find a place where our lives aren't nearly as broken. And can you really blame us for that? I mean, I think you would know a thing or two
Yes.
about that.
Yes, I can. I would like a life where everybody I develop feelings for doesn't end up dead, but I'm not stealing
She's
somebody
not
else's life to get
Dead.
it.
For crying out loud. I came here to talk to you, specifically. Once I'm done,
I wasn't talking about Naomi.
right. Either way, I can't do anything about that, but I'm sure that there's a reality out there where maybe what I'm saying is I don't know what I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Dick is continuing to look for this black mirror. Not really paying, like, she's listening, but she's not really paying attention to this Naomi.
The point is, we are from timelines that went bad, splinters, I guess, of this world. And can you roll investigate a mystery?
I certainly can. Ooh, 14.
Dang. Okay, so you end up at the storage room, and there's like extra sheets and boxes, a whole bunch of different like plates, silverware. I have a plan for the wrench, you guys. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Shh, I haven't forgotten the wrench. So,
Okay.
this Naomi just is kind of trailing after you like a puppy, and she's like, look, in my reality, you're dead. So I really look forward to a chance to actually talk to you again. So at least give me that. A little, maybe. I can give you your Naomi back, but I can't do anything about your any other lost love out there.
She sighs, turns around, and like the way a child does when they're like, fine, I'll pause my game for 2 seconds to listen to what you have to say. Like, that's the energy of her stance, her body language.
And
she turns around and goes, why do you particularly care about talking to me?
I don't know. I particularly liked you for the brief time that I knew you in where I come from. It's just unfortunate that nothing ever, it seems whoever I care about disappears and now that I'm here in front of you, face to face, I literally can't think of anything to say. It's kind of an
That's
irony.
pretty on brand.
Huh? What?
It seems pretty on brand for all of the Naomis.
Is that thanks, I guess? And then Naomi looks past your shoulder and she's like, oh, the mirror. And with that's where we're going to take a break.
I hate you.
I can't believe you've done this.
Why would you do this
All
to
right.
me?
I literally can't say anything because I do way worse in the games that I DM.
Well, I see
I'm
where
learning
Rowan
from the
gets it.
best.
All right, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. We're going to take a break, get more coffee, stretch our legs. I highly recommend doing the same, whatever beverage you would like. And we'll see you in about 10 minutes. And we'll find out what's going on with these mirrors. There we go. Oh my god. Oh, we're back, mostly composed.
Except, my goodness, admin just threw me into another fit.
Woo.
Another bad jokes to make your friends leave you. If you're my brother-in-law, I don't think I can leave. I think I'm stuck. Anyways,
Pretty much.
so back to Group A, shall we?
Yeah.
So you guys are going to check employees' lounge, right?
We were going to check any bathrooms that we might encounter before getting to the employees' lounge, but the
Is
employees'
Lily
lounge was the goal.
Is Lily still where she was?
Yeah.
Mira is gonna stay with Lily.
Oh. So Lily is kind of like, all of a sudden, and this is the weirdest thing, is she reaches out, and you don't feel anything, Mira, but the book leaves your bag and is pulled into the mirror.
This little brat. First of all, she's getting lost in a fucking mirror. Now she's stealing shit off my person. This is not the first
It's
time.
her book. It's her book. She did steal the
She
phone.
stole it from my person like she did with my phone, and I'm gonna murder her when we get her back.
And so she writes. She also grabs her crayons, and she writes in it. And she's like, "I'm gonna go find the mirror now."
Mira's just like, maybe you should stay here instead until everybody gets back.
She writes, "I can't hear you," and of course it's in the terrible Lily writing, so it takes you a second to, figure it out.
Mira like crouches down and looks Lily in the eyes and slowly mouths the words, "Stay here."
She tilts her head a little and she writes, "Nay ear."
Oh boy. Mira takes out her phone and opens up the notes app and writes "stay here" and shows it to Lily.
Lily is like, thinks about it, and she's like, "Okay." So yeah, Mira, you stay there with her?
Yeah. And Mira's kind of agitated. Like she's seeing some reverting back to her grumpy, "Don't fucking look at me if you're a human being." Like she's pissed.
So, okay. The rest of you, I'm going to give this to you. The other bathrooms don't have any special mirrors.
Okay.
None of them.
Okay.
So you can pretty quickly rule out that unless like one of these bathrooms has a weird mirror, which
We
you
are
doubt.
going to check the staff lounge then.
Okay, so it's behind the front desk, right? And so Todd is still there.
Hey Todd, we're just gonna check the employee staff lounge. Thank you. And just
Wait, hold on. What's going on? I heard you shouting, and there was like a gunshot upstairs.
Mine
was a
is
gunshot?
Todd.
I'd call the police, but you've already bought him out. So,
Savoy just gives them like a deadpan look that's like, I'll pay you more money to just sit there and wait and to stop asking questions.
All right. Listen, I've got other work to do anyway, so
Savoy pulls like another $200 out of their pocket and just like sticks it to the counter and walks themselves back to the employee room.
So Todd watches you go, and then he reaches under the desk where there's a tool bag and pulls out a wrench.
God damn
And
it.
he's like, If this is about what I think it's about, then this needs to be taken care of. And he walks off.
Oh no! Shit. Does anybody notice that?
Good question. Jonas, what are you doing?
Jonas is kind of lingering back, still trying to figure out what the heck's going on.
So are you still
he
hanging around
might have
Mira?
seen that. He's like following Savoy, but like walking a little bit, like, but came a little bit later because like he would have stayed for a second with Mira and then went and caught up with Savoy, so he kind of is behind.
So this is what I see: is you do see Todd walk off with a wrench.
Okay. Do I see which direction he went?
Yep, he's heading for the stairs.
Can I roll to see if I should be suspicious of him?
Sure. Roll read a bad situation.
Is that sharp?
Show whiz.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna add a D6.
Okay.
So that is, oh my gosh, it's a 7.
It's a 7. 7 is a mixed success, though. Not a failure. Okay. So with Rita's bad situation, let me see. Where is lovely document? There it is. Found it. Read a bad situation. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims? And these are relevant for the most part.
Say in true Jonas fashion, what's the best way to protect?
You've got a bad feeling about this.
So Jonas is gonna tail Todd, but try to stay stealthy.
Okay. Savoy.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you are in the employee lounge. And there is a mirror there. But it doesn't have a black frame. But in the mirror, you see, like, basically there's an office chair and, like, computers and stuff. And sitting on the office chair is yourself. And she holds up a finger, uses the phone, and holds it up and says, "Let's talk."
You can see, like, well, I guess nobody else is really there to see it, but Savoy is like very visibly aggravated, but says, shrugs and opens their arms to be like, all right, fine, let's talk.
So Dick, the mirror Dick, has actually been following you.
Oh, cool. The mirror Dick would know that I would be like infuriated.
And mirror Dick's like, "Hey, boss, I don't think that's a good idea."
What would you suggest then? I just walk out? Like,
well,
we're grasping at straws right now.
Well, it's not like... Here's the problem, right? Is we're here also to distract you. See who finds the mirror
From-
first.
Who else is looking for the mirror? Just another one of these
We are?
copy? Okay. All right. Well, fuck it. Fine. Let's go. And Savoy just turns around on their heel.
All right. Honestly, it's probably better for you, Mood, if you don't. So
Whatever.
the
You
Savoy
say.
the Savoy in the mirror stands and pounds on the glass, and you hear an audible like cracking sound from your end. And she has on the phone, she says, "I want to heal."
Is there any throwable objects of higher density nearby?
Plenty. There's a computer. There's tell me there's a way to get that. There's there's a coffee mug that's mostly empty at this point and has gone cold. There is a coffee pot. Plenty of stuff. A chair.
Savoy
You can throw
is
the
going
chair.
to grab the coffee pot and huck it at the mirror. And if it hits, it hits. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. They just walk out
Roll
afterwards.
to kick some ass.
Okay. Let's see. Jesus. Oh, okay. It's okay.
Well, you rolled with weird, right? So
Yes. That's
Okay,
I
8,
use
big
weird for
success.
kick some ass. Yes.
So you break the mirror, and you break it so hard that glass is flying everywhere, and you take 2 points of damage. You and the mirror dick both take damage from flying pieces of glass. The deck doesn't take damage in the normal sense. You hear an audible crack.
Okay. Oh, from the dick behind me?
Yes.
Savoy's gonna turn around and like look really surprised and a little disturbed.
Yeah, so you see there's kind of like splinters across their like face and skin. It's like, well, that's a problem.
I did not expect that. I'm so sorry.
I know it ain't my place, but you should see about controlling your temper a little. Is there classes for that?
Savoy lets out the most Zahil manic laugh anybody has ever heard. Like this poor strangled, like, oh god, fuck. And like starts walking back down the hallway.
I don't think it was that funny, but all right. So she tails back after you. She's kind of taking it easy. She's kind of holding her hand, which has like her arm has the worst cracks. But she's kind of holding it.
All right, so don't destroy any further mirrors for now.
Well, there's just there was damage done when pieces of glass and shrapnel was flying everywhere. So if you break mirrors, just break it carefully.
Okay. So was Savoy privy to any of the conversations about a potential storage above, or knows about that?
Was it mentioned? I'll give you this. How about you investigate a mystery?
Okay.
Kind of a straight up sharp roll, rather.
Yeah. That's a 9.
What? All right. Ooh. Okay. That's good. It's good. 9. Yeah, I think 9's full success, ain't it?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Or is it the top of the partial success? I honestly can't remember.
I can't remember right this second. Hold.
It's fine.
Hold on. 7 and 9. Okay, it's mixed success.
Okay.
10 plus, that's a full success. So mixed success. You're kind of grasping at straws, right? So you look at the
Yeah.
directory and you see 5th floor is storage and roof.
Okay. Savoy is going to head to the storage next because that sounds like the only reasonable place anything else would be stashed.
Okay. Mira, you see Todd storming past, kind of grumbling.
Right.
And actually what you see is his reflection pass in the mirror as well, like normally.
Mm.
And Lily kind of looks up at him curiously as he passes.
Oh no, is Steve our big boss? Oh wait, Steve's the animal control guy. Todd.
Yeah.
Dollar store Steve Irwin.
Dollars. He's just animal control. He's not a big film guy. He doesn't even know who Steve Irwin is.
Steve Irwin was before his time. Mira doesn't.
This is 2040. This is 2040. Foot. 20 foot.
It's just further proof that the Steve is the worst Steve.
This truly is the worst timeline. I mean, what?
I'm easily made to laugh right now. Stop.
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 Don't be mean, Rowan. Don't be mean.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Mira doesn't do anything right now.
And then you see Jonas walking, trailing after Todd.
Yeah, that's slightly more alarming. Mira waits to see if there's any indication from Jonas that she should be on guard.
Jonas
would kind of, I don't know, give her a... trying to think how Jonas would signal to her to be like on guard and be watching without actually saying anything that Mira would understand. Because I know how Jonas would do it. I just don't know if Mira would understand.
How does Jonas do it?
Jonas would do like a point to his eyes and then point to Todd and then do a shush motion on his.
So like
yeah, like that.
In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really fucking matter what motion Jonas makes because Mira knows that there's something up regardless, just by the force of will of Jonas being a lovable doofus. So if he's trailing a stranger, then obviously there's something up. She looks back towards Lily first, and takes out her phone. Okay, go ahead.
Lily looks at you and writes, "I'm gonna go find the mirror now. It's upstairs."
Mira types on her notes app and she writes, "Be careful" in all caps.
Okay, I will. And with that, she gets up with her book and her crayon and leaves.
Once she's out of sight and Mira can no longer see her, that's when she stands up and goes the direction that Jonas and Todd go in.
Okay, so now we have a train of people.
Yeah, Savoy following behind.
So by the time that you and Meredith get up the stairs, you see Mary get up and go upstairs.
Cool.
Also, did you guys miss the fact that Lily knew was upstairs the whole time?
No. Yes.
Well,
Lily
Mira's
just
not
said
gonna
it's
say
upstairs.
Mira
Oh.
doesn't reason to say anything because obviously Lily's on the other side of a fucking mirror, but she did notice.
No. Savoy's like, children are silly.
Lol, random. But nope, Lily knew it was upstairs.
Okay. Whoop-de-doo.
Oh boy, that's Lily for you. Okay, so let's go back to Dick and Mira Naomi.
So is this are we talking about Dick or the Dick?
The
For plot points, there is sound of a wrench hitting something in the same direction of Lily.
what? Hold on. There's a sound of a wrench hitting something in the same direction of Lily. Like just whack.
So wherever Lily is, there's the sound of a wrench hitting something.
Well, the problem is with the mirror world. You wouldn't hear
Lily
it.
Lily would hear it.
Okay, so Lily hears sound of a wrench. She's like, "Uh-oh, that's bad." And she hurries up a little.
Okay. So yeah, Dick's looking for the Black Mirror still. And what's the last thing that other Naomi said?
She was saying how basically she before she noticed the mirror over your shoulder that she had met you briefly and was getting to know you, and then you died, and that seems to happen to her a lot, that people that she loves seems to go missing or die. Isn't that funny?
So yeah, Dick does respond and goes, yeah, well, on the bright side, I'm assuming you never had to shoot one of them yourself before, huh?
She kind of pales a little.
Yeah, don't recommend it. It sucks. Let's go.
Right. I'm not gonna touch that one. I should add that it's more of a pale, like, how the fuck did you know?
Ooh, interesting. Dick will remember this. Looking for the Black Mirror. For the love of God, where is this Black Mirror? Is pretty much what's going through Dick's head.
She actually saw it, like, when you last had the conversation.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Right before we went to the break, you went.
Oh, look, there it
behind
is.
You. Oh.
You turn around,
That's
and there is a mirror propped up against the wall. It's much larger than the other mirrors in this place. It almost takes up the whole. Like, think Mirror of Eris said, right, from the franchise that shall not be named because the one who writes it is a dick. Wait, no, hold on, is a jerk because we already have a dick.
I know which one you're talking about now. I was like, Mirror of.
Eris
What fantasy was that?
It was the one that shall not be named because fuck JK.
Big honkin' freaking mirror.
But it's otherwise nondescript. It is tall, and it has a slight frame. It looks like one of those poster frames, to be honest.
Dick tries to walk through it.
You do stick, like, it's weird because it, like, has this elastic property, but Naomi does grab your arm, and it feels cold, like touching glass. And she's like, what are you doing? You haven't even told it where you want to go.
I have to tell it where I want it to go?
Yes. It's not like just a door. There is many worlds out there.
want to go back to my world where I was before I got sucked into this crazy mess.
Naomi pauses, this Naomi, and she's like, I know that you're probably wanting your Naomi back. But
That's the idea.
I would want to come with you.
If you can both come through, then sure. I don't really care.
Okay. That I'm certain that that's reality breaking in so many different ways.
Nice.
One of the shadows.
Somebody's shadow seems to be mocking them in the background.
Yeah. Well, that follows. The shadows are in on this mirror game, so.
Perfect. Yeah, then sorry, sweetheart, but that means you gotta stay.
All right. Okay. I don't know anything about, I guess, as much your reality and your Naomi. Or how you differ from the you that I knew. I know that you're in a hurry. Just give me a moment, okay?
A very quick moment.
All right.
But
I just wanted to say that ever since I lost my family, ever since I lost my first love, you were one of the people I liked the most. And I guess that was my fault for getting attached, but that's just be careful with all this. Not all of us agree and have different goals involved in this, so
well, for what it's worth, of all you fragments, reflections, whatever you're called, I like you the most. And that's not a really high bar because I pretty much want to shoot all of them, but I don't want to shoot you. So take that as you will.
Shoot the fragments. That's okay. I'll take that as a compliment. But all right, here's an honest question for you. Do you don't know me that well, but if I'm correct in assuming, you don't know your me well either. Would you like me more?
Dick is like scratching her head. I'm trying to keep all this straight. Are you asking me if I like my planes, Naomi, more or you more?
It's selfish. I'm sorry.
Look, you both have fine qualities, but I just met you, and I only went on half a date with mine. So, y'all both are pretty cute, but I couldn't make an educated answer to that regard.
So, as you're looking at this, Naomi, there is kind of a reflection on the wall, and you see Naomi's reflection make a rude gesture for some reason.
Her reflection or her shadow?
Her shadow, yes.
Gotcha. Dick just makes the gesture right back.
And Naomi's like, what? What?
Your shadow's got a mind of its own, apparently.
Those are fragments still. So
Well, look. I'm sorry that I can't take you with me. But I don't belong here. My Naomi doesn't belong here, and you don't really belong out there. So.
all right. Well, I can get yours back too. I guess for now, this is. And then she looks at the reflection. The reflection has changed. You see someone approach from the mirror. And on your side, someone approaches as well. So someone enters the room, and Naomi turns around. And it's a man with scars on his face, holding a wrench. And on the other side is Todd, holding a wrench.
Okay. So this is behind us?
Behind us.
Coming through the black mirror?
Behind us, there is one, and his reflection is Todd.
Okay. So not from the black mirror, different mirror.
Yeah. Well, no, this is from the black mirror. You're seeing his reflection through the mirror. But there's still a guy behind you. Okay. Let me try explaining this again. There is someone, you hear the door open behind you, someone walks in, you see his reflection in the black mirror, and it's Todd.
Okay, so he just like walks up right next to me because Dick's like right in front of the mirror.
Yes, he's walking up behind you.
Okay. Can I help you?
He's like, move.
You kind of interrupt in a moment here. You maybe piss off for a minute?
Naomi looks at you, Dick, and then looks at this guy. What? Piss off, Todd.
Piss off, Todd.
And that's when the other Todd goes to throw the wrench in the mirror. Jonas, you were right behind him.
Like, how right behind him? Like, I could, when he goes to swing back, I could grab the wrench from his hand and he ends up throwing
You would
air.
probably have to do a run. You'd probably have to kind of run and jump. But I would roll to kick some ass.
Okay.
This seems like a great time to remind the cast that we have 4 advantages and 2 rerolls available, along with 2 switches, 5d6s and 2d4s.
I'm gonna roll with advantage.
Okay.
I
bring that up for no reason.
I don't know. Actually, you can choose either to kick some ass, or if you want to cast magic at him, you can do that. Or you can just act under pressure if you just want to grab the wrench. Act under pressure is cool. Magic is weird, and kick some ass is tough.
I'll roll act under pressure because I don't have a spell that I'd be able to use that would work for this.
So act under pressure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Not special. It's the same.
Okay. 7 and 7. That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Oof. Still a mixed success, though.
It's mixed success. So with act under pressure, we haven't used that one as much. This covers trying to do something under conditions of particular such as danger. When act under pressure, on a 10 plus, you do what you set out to do. On a 7-9, keeps going to give you worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. Ooh. Okay.
Can we not
I mean-
hurt my play?
I mean, okay.
Keep it nice. I'm upset. Keep it nice.
There's still a reroll you could use, or you could use a luck point.
Yeah, y'all.
Just
we
throwing
got
that
luck
out there.
points,
Or a
guys.
d6. Or a d6. You could throw a d6 on there.
Or, you know, just play it.
Yeah, that too.
I kind of would like to not be stuck in this crappy mirror universe for eternity.
I'm gonna do a
There will
add a d6
okay.
to it.
I will give this to you is that no matter what, there will be some sort of solution and resolution.
It just might not be great.
That means jack shit, Rowan. Especially when
Okay.
you're the one saying it.
I have an 11 with the extra
I'm
d6.
just not gonna leave you hanging. Like, whoops, you're
Yay,
trapped in
11.
space forever. I'm gonna roll against you with a d6.
Why?
Good lord.
Because Rowan is a monster.
Because I have ideas. Alright. So that's 3.
So that takes it down to a not.
8.
No.
No, 8.
8.
Big success.
God.
Can I help out with plot points? Or
You
does that only help-
can. What you can do is you can roll to help out,
If. Yeah.
but I mean, you're kind of behind
As
him.
far as plot
so-
points go,
Yeah.
you'd have to do 4 plot points to give a boon to make a meaningful impact here.
I don't know, Riley, what do you want? I'll
Um,
drop the 6,000 plot points if you need it.
it's okay. I can just take the mixed success. It seems like that's what
Just
the dice
take it.
want.
Just take it.
No,
Just
and
take
now
it.
I don't want you to just take it because Rowan is telling you to just take it.
So I mean, you want to save your boy? Give me a boon.
And if anything, I am full of spite, so I'm gonna redeem
I'm
1,000
not.
plot points.
So basically, Rowan just told Vanessa, don't push the red button. And Vanessa's like,
The red
Fuck you!
button.
I'm gonna push the red button.
I wasn't gonna push it, but now I am.
Hey, I just redeemed 6,000 plot points.
Oh
Okay,
my
so a
god.
boon. Remind me what specifically that. Excuse me, it's morning. What specifically that?
So a boon gives the party something that they desperately need at a critical point. So it's kind of like a nat 20 that you can throw in when the party really needs something to work.
Okay,
And then
so you have something.
it's still up to you, but it's basically the way it's designed is that when the cards are on the table, the chips are down, and the party's like, oh crap, this isn't gonna work.
All right.
It works.
Okay, so this is what happens. So, Jonas rushes in and starts wrestling this wrench out of his hand. And Todd's like, no, fuck this prince. I should have never brought this mirror in here. It's only made everything fucky since. I don't care about his promise of wealth and glory anymore. Let me break it. And he pulls out your grip and is about to bring it down, and then a book is thrown into his face and he stumbles back. And then Lily steps out of the mirror and it's like, bad boy.
Perfect. I love it.
Yes. Worth it.
You love to see it happen.
Worth it.
Beautiful.
Get bent, Todd. Fuck.
Best use of plot points almost ever.
Bad boy. So, Dick, you see all of this happen.
Yeah.
And there's
so
still a guy behind
Dick's
you.
gonna- Vic's gonna do a couple of things. And I will spend resources accordingly if I need to.
Okay.
But let me describe for you what I want Dick to do, and then you can tell me how to do that.
Okay.
Or if it's possible. So Dick wants to just grab this fragment Todd and shove him out of the way. But, like, with her right hand, put her left arm, like, around the mirror Naomi, like, around the waist. Give her a big kiss, and then go through the mirror.
Aww. Okay, I would say first, kick some ass. Roll to kick some ass.
Okay.
I would say that's definitely a kicking ass motion.
So we're gonna kick some ass. Hell yeah. 10.
10. Whoa, you kick ass real good. So what happens is he sees you. Let me double check something real fast here. So a roll 10 plus, choose one extra effect, you gain the advantage, inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, you force them where you want them, you're definitely forcing him where you want them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do
Yeah,
trade.
not trying to hurt him or anything, just to shove out of the way.
Okay. He does get you a little bit, just kind of whacks you on the side of the face. You take 1 harm. So you've got like a nice like
On a full success?
Yeah, with kick some ass, there's always you on any success you inflict harm on and suffer harm from whatever you're fighting. So you
Okay.
still get whacked a little, but it's nothing bad.
Okay. Shove him out of the way. Do the kiss thing, and then walk through the mirror.
And you're gone. You're gonna have a nice little shiner though.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you walk in, and at that point, Savoy and Mirdick, you guys are entering the room, and Mirdick is still there.
Where's Mira?
Mira is behind you, behind Jonas. So you see Lily come in with the book.
Oh, good.
And then Savoy finally makes it in with Mirror Dick.
Slow pokes.
Okay. Excuse me. So, yeah, so Mira, you see your little girl picking up the book that she just threw in Todd's face. And Todd's dazed. Todd's way dazed. He's just like, whoa. Hey.
Does Todd make any move for Lily? Please say yes.
Yes, he seems threatening towards Lily.
Ah, great. Well, you know what? Mira seemed a little bit hungry today, so that's all right.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh.
His ass.
You hate to see it happen.
Do we really?
Darn. No.
Not in the least.
Not in the least. No, yeah, Mira's gonna make a snack out of this guy.
So, yeah, all right. So kick some ass, my friend.
Sorry, hold on. I was just getting my dice because I forgot to get them earlier. Come on,
All
Mira.
of a sudden, like that Mario Kart song or the Mario songs going through my head. I don't know why that's the battle music of choice.
No, that's the Isn't that the race music from Ocarina of Time?
No, it's from Mario.
Oh, Todd, you know what? Really, I just regret to inform him that that was a full success. I got an 11.
Oh shoot. Okay, so what do you intend to do with Todd?
Mira is going to bite his neck because she's thirsty and he threatened.
He
Did a
threatened.
threat.
He did a threat. Okay, kick some ass. 10 plus, choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage. Take one forward and give one forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You suffer less harm, -1 harm. You force them where you want them.
See, like, I have a conscience. Mira doesn't really. Because
Go with
my
Mira's conscience.
natural attack has a 4 harm.
Oh,
Do it.
shit.
Yeah. I have a base teeth of 3 harm and an extra +1. So yeah, Mira's Mira's kind of pretty good with her teeth.
So, okay, so you want to inflict terrible harm, huh?
See, I don't, but Mira doesn't care.
So what you do is you come in, you grab him, grab him and manage to get his neck and rip out that vein. Just entirely, just rip out that piece of neck.
No, but then she can't drink. She wants to get the most out of it. So she's like attacking but latching.
Okay.
She doesn't want to kill him instantly. She wants to get something out of it.
Okay. Well, regardless, he's very bad off.
Savoy will later collect the money they paid to this person.
So he kind of like is flailing about, and he does whack you, Mira, for 2 harm. Because he's trying to get away.
That's okay. He can struggle.
Oh, no.
That's fine. Yeah.
Jonas is going to try and
Let it happen, babe. Let it happen, babe. Jonas, it's fine.
Jonas can't let this guy die. He'll let you harm him, but he won't let you kill him.
Okay.
Oh,
This
yeah.
conscience of hers.
So, all right. So, that is about the point that you walk out, Dick,
Okay.
and you face yourself, who is kind of shattering.
Do I see the wrench on the floor?
Has he dropped? I don't know if he's dropped the wrench yet, but as he loses strength, he will.
Okay. So I was gonna say, I would like to pick up the wrench and threaten to hit the other Dick with it, and go, look, this hallway's not big enough for 2 dicks, so you're going back in.
The mirror deck
Savoy-
is.
Is
Yeah,
Savoy
she is.
there to interject at that point?
Yes,
Or is
Savoy's
Savoy
there.
still walking? Savoy will stand between them and be like, look, we both know. And this Dick has helped us. Just let them pass back through the mirror so that they can get to wherever they need to get.
That's fine. Just no more reflections.
I'm sorry. Do you know that gif of what's his phrase from the show? Just walking in with the pizza and everybody's fighting. I feel like that's
Pretty much, yeah.
Savoy.
That's
Savoy just walks in. You've got Dick pointing a wrench at Dick. You've got Mira fucking killing a man.
You know what? Savoy picks their battles. Savoy definitely picks
Oh
their
my
battles.
God.
Savoy looks in the corner and it's just like, just another day with Mira. That's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Morally gray, but you know.
Suddenly, he closes their eyes and looks somewhere else.
It's
Yeah.
okay. If Todd dies, Savoy's got it covered, just so y'all know.
Suddenly, Barnabas runs the the motel. It's like, oh yes, this motel is owned by the Villiers family now.
Barney's like, I've always been here. What do you mean?
Be right
Kyle's
back,
like,
one sec.
wait, where's my brother? And he's like, what brother? You never had a brother.
He's like the
This is
biggest
like
smooth
Jedi mind
talker
trick.
ever.
You never had a brother.
What a funny
Anyways.
thing. Okay, so
Anyways. So yeah, this deck actually is looking at all of you and it's like, you're missing someone.
we still need Naomi, Savoy says, and looks back at Dick.
Dick is on burb.
That's right. So Savoy's gonna turn to mirror Dick and be like, "How do we get our friend back?"
Well, yeah, go from my understanding, the way we've used it in the past is you get up to the mirror and oh shit. She realizes she said too much.
Look, we had an agreement, and the agreement still stands. We can't leave here without all of our people. So, do you want to go with me? And we're gonna go get Naomi, and we can leave you in whatever world you want to be left in.
Right. Well, listen, this is how it works. Is you go up to the mirror and tell it where you want to go. And it will show you.
If can I take you with me? If I'm the one
Yeah.
taking it?
Yeah, you sure can.
So Savoy goes to the mirror and puts their hand on it and reaches a hand out for the shattering Dick.
Ouch.
Okay, I'm back.
And looks at other Dick and says, whatever their happy ending was supposed to be, to the mirror.
Okay. So wait, hold on. Are you looking for Naomi first or are you sending this Dick through?
Ooh, we should find Naomi first. That's right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go wherever real Naomi is.
So
Wait,
you're like,
let me rephrase that. Wherever our Naomi is.
that's only there's a million Naomis that just pile in the room.
Yeah.
All being dumbasses. I don't think this world could handle us all the awkward.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you the shattering Dick. Oh God, it got worse.
There's just no goodness.
There's no goodness in the world. So yeah, the mirror Dick. She looks at the mirror and says, "Now, try it like this. We're trying to find the Alpha Timeline Naomi." And at that point, the mirror changes. It's not showing all of your reflection anymore.
Okay.
Instead, there is a man with a wrench.
God damn it.
And he brings it down on the mirror.
Fuck! Savoy is going to absolutely respond. But, so can Savoy respond? Or is that your
Sure.
cliffhanger that you're going to kill us on?
Oh, no. On one
That's not-
hand.
You know
on
what?
one- on the
Savoy
other-
just fucks up the guy. Like, I'm not even going to roll for it. It's just like, instantly Zaheel.
Guys,
And-
okay, odd doing. Like, I realize we got other shit going on, but how is Todd?
Todd is losing strength in his hand and has dropped the wrench.
He's beginning to fade.
Mm-hmm.
At
This is
point,
fine.
Jonas will step in and be like, Mira, can we please let Todd live?
She shows absolutely no indication of hearing him. She's busy.
Bitch, I'm busy.
So Jonas is kind of going to start to play tug of war with Todd and Mira.
Mira doesn't let go until Todd is absolutely unstable on his feet, and then
he's already unstable. Yes.
Okay, well, until he's, just about to yeet right out of existence, that's when she lets
So
go.
7 out of 8 damage.
Yeah, pretty much. And then she lets Jonas have him.
Okay, so I had to run to the restroom for a sec there. So who all is on this side trying to break the mirror? Anybody?
Nobody is. It's the other side.
Okay.
So on the other side of the mirror, the heel explodes out of Savoy. Like
I just imagine like Savoy just like rips open and like those
Essentially,
banners.
it's like
those banners that the marching band marches through. It's like
yes, pretty much just like there is no transformation time. It is just suddenly the heel running at the man with the wrench.
I'm running at the man in the mirror. I'm asking
Good
him
Lord,
to change
yeah.
his face.
Anyways.
Okay, roll and kick some ass.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. This is my kick some ass theme. God. Whomp, whomp, whomp. Whomp, whomp, whomp. I roll weird. It's a 9.
You are weird. I mean,
I am. So I rolled a 9.
So.
Does anyone want to help out?
I think the only person with them is Shattered Dick.
All right.
I knew there were gonna be jokes when I named this character this, but I did not think anywhere near the level that we have done this.
There's no avoiding it. That's the thing, is we're just going about our business and then cackling. Okay, sure. Roll to help out. Mixed success. Let me double check that. Do you have any points in cool, Raven?
No.
You do not. Okay. Because I'm gonna go off of your stats for that.
Dick has 1 charm, 0 cool, 2 sharp, 1 tough, and -1 weird.
You're not weird in the slightest. You're normal. And at the end of the day, isn't that the worst?
I don't know. Dick's not weird, but she's always looking sharp.
Investigating mystery, help out. Okay. On a 10 plus, your help grants them +1 to the roll. So I do not help. And
That's
so
okay.
instead, you both trade blows.
Bleh, bleh, bleh.
Bleh, 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 bleh.
Bleh,
All right,
bleh,
so you
bleh,
both
bleh,
rush.
bleh.
So you rush him as he's bringing it down, and instead of taking it down on the mirror, instead he whacks you for right in the noggin for 3 damage. Do you have any armor?
No, but I have ignore armor to base.
Ignore armor is for the person you're attacking.
Yeah. So I don't.
That does mean that you can get through other Dick's asphalt jungle and armor.
Yeah,
but you're not attacking the other Dick.
No.
You're not riding the other Dick too.
Correct. But I do not have any personal armor.
Okay, so you take all 3.
And
mostly
then
because he had that much force.
I have +3 to harm.
Okay. All right. So you're both even then.
And he gave me 3, correct?
Yes.
I would like to let you all know I'm not doing very hot.
How much damage are you at?
I'm too shy of dying.
How? What? When did you take damage?
I took damage earlier this round when I shattered Mirror Savoy.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Okay. All right, then just take two harm.
Okay.
I don't want you to be that bad off.
Okay. So we traded blows. And I fucked him up.
You haven't budged him really, but you've stopped him from shattering the mirror this round.
Okay.
And at that point, that's when Naomi comes in the room with the other Naomi,
And
the log-haired Naomi.
Savoy is just like, get to the fucking mirror. Well, I guess it's Zaheel. Zaheel is like, get to the fucking mirror. And just like growls at this dude that's got the wrench.
Naomi's like, all right. And heads for the mirror. I'm going to roll act under pressure for her because she has to squeeze past both of you. Whoops, what happened? I'm suddenly our cameras are messed up.
Oh.
We lost Vanessa.
Okay. I'm suddenly your face. Okay. Well, regardless, I'm gonna roll act under pressure. Okay. 10. And this other Naomi is going to attack this Todd. That is 8. That's a mixed success. As a
And
heal.
all of this is only happening on the other side of the mirror, right?
Yes.
So, like, they can't go in there and help?
Yes.
Okay.
So, all right, mixed success. This Naomi is in her world. So, although she gets hit, she doesn't shatter. She gets hit by this Todd as he flails out and whacks her. This Todd is now not doing so hot. He's unstable as Naomi brings out her gun and shoots him. He throws the wrench at her. It whacks her good across the face, and her nose is bleeding, but she doesn't shatter. That's interesting. In their world, they are not the mirror. In fact,
that would totally make Savoy shatterable.
Yes. You're lucky that you were only partway through the mirror before.
Yeah. Yay.
So you are in trouble.
Oh no. Oh no.
So yeah, Naomi manages to dive for the mirror and gets through, and then holds out a hand to you, Zaheel, like through the mirror.
Can Zaheel like chest kick this guy off of them?
Roll to kick some ass.
11.
But blammin', you can force him where you want him. Yeah.
I'm just gonna shove him back towards the stairwell.
Okay, I'm not gonna have
as much force as possible.
I'm not gonna have you take down because he threw the axe. Like the worst he can do is scratch you, but I don't think. If you're already unstable, so I'll say you take 1 harm.
Okay.
You're not doing so hot again.
No.
However, you manage to shove him back, and this Naomi actually grabs him by the arms and handcuffs him.
Nice. Savoy is going to give a complimentary nod and tell Naomi that she needs to go back to her world, and they'll be there in a minute.
Well, your Naomi's already in the world. This is the long-haired Naomi.
Oh, perfect. So Savoy's gonna, Zaheel, they've got synonymous control right now. We're just gonna put that there because it was they did it together. So the two of them, they touch the mirror and reach a hand out for the shattered dick, and they're like, "It's time to go home to your happy ending or whatever."
Hold on. You are not in the happy ending world yet. You're in Naomi's world.
Yeah. So that's why Savoy's gone back to the mirror.
Okay, so you go back through the mirror and then me not understanding the order of things.
Gotcha. Yes.
So you're back over on the other side. So Dick, the shattered Dick. I'm 10. And what is this? So the shattered Dick, she stands in front of the mirror, and says, "All right, show me a world where Adina is alive." And it changes. Actually, you guys notice that it does start showing scenes, and it shows Adina specifically. And she's living a happy life, but there is no Dick. There is no, like, it's following her through her life, and she's with other dryads, and she's happy. Dick, you're seeing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is no Dick in this reality.
Thing.
Dun dun dun. Does she go?
She keeps her cool, but is crying inside.
Just crying inside. So,
yeah, she's it's messing her up pretty good, but she manages to hide it.
So this Dick, let's actually see. That's a mixed success. So I'd say, you clearly like gritting her teeth and clearly struggling. She's like, I can't take that from her. All right. Faces the mirror and says, "All right, then, take me home." And then it switches to that room where there is the scarred face, Todd, that Dick, you, and long-haired Naomi beat up earlier. And she walks through.
Okay.
And at that point,
Took a second for my brain to wrap around what was going on there. I'm with
there's
you now.
another Todd that you and Naomi fought on the other side, the long-haired Naomi.
Right.
Yeah, I'm with it now.
At that point, the mirror changes again. And this time it's Tamrio. And he's like, "Well done. I didn't expect Todd to decide that he doesn't want what I'm offering anymore. That's rather unfortunate. I would say that was rather
fuck Todd. What do you want, Tim?
French the plan. Well, first, let me introduce myself. Hello, I'm Mirror Tamrio. It's nice to meet you.
Zahil just like growls.
So wait, if you're Mirror Timber, does that mean you're opposite, so you're not an asshole?
Through your time going through the different timelines, I think you've figured out that that's not quite how this works, right? Not quite.
So you're saying you're an asshole?
I'm saying I have an asshole.
So Dick's just like been smirking this whole time a little bit. Like she's just trying to press his buttons, not actually trying to really insult him. She just bursts out laughing and he's like, "I have an asshole." And she's just like channeling all of her inner turmoil and grief into just distracting herself with comedy.
Manic laughter.
Yup. Laughing way harder at this joke than it deserves.
So listen, I'm not actually a mirror. I'm actually this. And he holds out and reaches through the mirror and has a black rimmed hand mirror. I've just been hiding in here because I think you figured out by now that we can really possess whatever mirror we want to. At least in the vicinity. But think about this way. This is an easy way to travel between worlds. If you catch my drift. Also, I am so sorry about the mirror alligator man. What's his name? Erwin? Steve. He went a little far. I dealt with him. Don't worry about it.
Wait, Savoy, well, Zahil says, and Savoy's voice comes through Zahil's body and is like, do we get him back?
Do you want him back? I can give him back. Do you want Steve back? Didn't he threaten to sue you?
He did. But
yeah, he threatened to sue you.
It's honestly less paperwork if you can send him back.
Fine, I guess I can send him back. All right.
If you wouldn't mind, on my behalf, could you shake him up a little? And maybe his bigger concerns. That would be great.
That's not quite how this works, but... Okay, look. This is what I'll do. And he snaps, and suddenly, there's the normal alligator man, Steve, on the other side of the mirror in the reality with the passed out Todd. And he's like, ah!
Can Zahil reach through and pull him back?
Yes!
Zahil is just going to reach through from the front of his shirt, just yank him back and slightly yeet him across the room.
He hits the wall.
We are still dealing with Zahil. Let's be real.
He hits the wall and falls unconscious. Whoops.
Excellent. My bad.
And then the Tamriel changes back. It's like, well, my point is this. And this is why we decided to make this mirror thing last in the order of everything. The deal is that this is an easy way for you to get to and from our pocket dimension, our world. This is complicated, all right? We are in many different pieces, and you understand, right? Well, the point is, this is an easy way for you to travel to and from there without having to use the rifts, which are ultimately rather unpredictable, even in the hands of Lily, or the Lily Tamriel, or it's complicated. Regardless, I think it's time we meet, shall we? First, face to face.
Zahil is going to turn back and look at everybody else and be like, yeah, let's do it, guys.
Jonas is holding, like, Todd's limp body and it's just like, I'm going to call an ambulance and then I'll be right behind you.
I mean, you could give it a day. You could take me back to your manor if you so desire, but then you'd have a whole bunch of... I could tell them to fuck off, the other mirror doubles, if you so desire.
Could you please tell the other mirror doubles to fuck right off? Zahil says.
Certainly. I heard complaints though from the other Savoy about... Never mind.
You know, this is really not necessary. We'll play nice. Jonas just looks at Zahil like, won't we?
Zahil shrugs their shoulders and kind of gives a sloppy grin back at Jonas. Is like, sure, whatever you think, handsome.
Jonas will just wink at Zahil and then just...
Mira has Lily on her hip, like she scooped Lily up and put her on her hip. And she's kind of looking between Jonas and Zahil and just like, okay.
This is fine. Threesome. What's good? We're good for it. It's like, I'll tell you what. You prepare yourself however you will, because in one way or another, this is going to resolve. So, do what you have to. Take my hand mirror, and, well, please don't break me. I'm fragile.
Zahil just gives a grin, but steps out of the way so that somebody else can take the mirror because they will inevitably break it.
Dick just glances at Sahil grinning and gets that same grin on her face.
Zahil puts a giant hand on Dick's shoulder to keep them from taking the mirror also. So it is up to
Naomi's like-
probably Jonas or
Yeah, Jonas looks
Mira.
around him and is just like, oh my gosh, I'm the adult here.
Naomi's like, no, I can take it. I can take it. It's fine. And Naomi takes the mirror. Just kind of panics as everyone else is dealing with something else, and then it's left with those two idiots. So yeah, Naomi takes the mirror, like, thank you. And at that point, Tamara's like, oh, you're very welcome. I can speak for all of us when we say, I look forward to see what happens. And then his image fades, and it's just a normal mirror.
spooky.
Jonas,
Yeah, sure enough, Naomi's like touches the mirror and it isn't sticky like the big mirror. It's not sticky in the slightest. Like, it doesn't do the gelatin thing like it did before.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at the hand mirror and pokes it, and it does do the wobble thing. And she's just like, whoa.
Yeah,
All right.
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
oh my gosh.
Just think about like those Mario pictures.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
pictures where you jump through. Let's go!
So Zahil
Let's go.
turns back to everybody and kind of like shakes their feathers out until Savoy is standing there. Is like, well, it looks like we have some decisions to make.
Name's like, I guess we do. And with that, we're gonna end.
Nice.
Can,
Very nice.
can I please heal?
No, like, there is going to be another 2-week break. I think we finished this chapter, my friends.
Woo!
In that case, before we end, can Dick have a conversation with Naomi?
Sure.
So once everything's settled down a little bit and they've got a chance to be kind of alone, I think Dick will walk over to her and be like, so, I was talking to other you
Oh,
while, yeah? You look like you were gonna say something.
I was just being in her world and her reality. There wasn't a team.
There wasn't a what?
A team. Not like there was here.
Hmm.
I did some research while I was on the other side, and that's why I was so slow to getting to the mirror.
I see.
She was working solo on that side. I'm sorry, I interrupted
Okay.
you. I just,
That's fine.
it was very odd.
Oh, she just mentioned that a lot of the people she cares about tended to keep getting hurt. And that was kind of her fear of getting involved with other people. Is that kind of the same for you?
What, me? No, I don't think so. I've not particularly been really involved with anyone.
That's not quite what I meant. Just anybody you care about, not necessarily romantically.
No. My parents were just gone all the time, so
Hmm.
I didn't exactly have a lot of people to care about. Dick,
Well, it.
you do recall that the other Naomi said her parents were dead.
Okay. Yeah, the other one mentioned something similar, but I guess in that timeline they had been killed somehow,
Oh,
which is yeah, it's not great. But anyways, it got me thinking. Uh, maybe if you have that sort of bad luck curse of that kind of thing happening around you, and I definitely have that one around me, maybe they would cancel each other out if we started seeing each other.
I don't. Uh, uh, wow. First off, that's a a little fast, don't you think?
I'm not saying we move in together. I'm just saying, do more than one date and see how it goes.
I honestly wouldn't.
Sorry.
I honestly wouldn't know. I honestly wouldn't know because there really hasn't been anyone I've been close to my whole life.
Dick just sort of like moves next to her and leans up against the wall, not like in a like I'm trapping you here type gesture,
But more
just
of
like
the
arm,
hey, how you doing?
kind of, but a little less Joey from Friends and a little more just like hey, let's just talk. Like I'm just getting closer and more relaxed for a more intimate conversation type thing.
Okay.
It's just like, all right, well, look, what I'm trying to say is the other you made me realize that maybe it's not just me being cursed, maybe it's just life sucks and then we die. So
Um,
maybe re-examine some policies of mine.
I okay. Okay.
So one of those being I usually don't go out past a first or second date, but I'm saying I wouldn't mind going on a few with you.
Uh okay. That's
All right.
once again, I don't think. I mean, wow, I really am not good at this. But
Dick's just like smirking, like, yeah, go ahead, it's fine.
but I mean, if that's what uh if you would want to try that and hmm. What I'm saying is I would not mind trying again
Is that
without
Dick sort of odds?
doppelers and all that strangeness.
Dick just sort of smirks and goes, it's doppelgangers there,
Oh,
Darwin.
oh, I don't know the proper terms.
I'll teach y'all about the supernatural stuff. It'll be fun.
All right.
And with that, Dick's just gonna adjust their fedora and give her a wink and then head off to join the rest of the group.
Naomi's just kind of left there going, what the fuck just happened? Just kind of do the John Travolta like. All right, and that will end us.
Woohoo!
So I should say that
Yay!
you guys get like another couple-week break. How long you guys feel you need for more character interactions and things like that.
Okay.
Whatever you need.
Okay, cool.
So next time will be a interim episode. I know that this chapter was shorter, but that's because the next one's going to be longer.
Okay.
If all goes according to plan. So, besides, this one was rather intense. So,
I
Yeah.
just imagine Mira carrying Lily out on her hip and just looking at Lily, and she doesn't have her glamour in place yet, and like her teeth are all bloody, and she just looks at Lily and she's like, "So, do you think we should bury Todd out behind the hotel?"
I don't think Todd's dead yet.
Savoy.
Yeah, he is.
Savoy, kind of like calls from behind them and is like, "We should just shove them through the mirror."
Jonas is like protectively holding this like limp dude and is like but he's not looking scared, like he's just smiling,
Hey.
like this is part of being a part of the group. He just smiles and then he like goes and gives Mira a kiss on the cheek and is like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to the hospital now."
Speaking of going to the hospital, Savoy needs help.
Oh yeah, Savoy's like walking down the stairs. Is like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I get to the bottom of the stairs and like their
Just
knees
The
buckle.
slump.
And I'm taking Savoy to heal too.
Wait, I don't want to go to the hospital. Hospital.
Not again.
No, they don't like me there, even though I sent them a gift basket.
Naomi's like, are you okay? Are you?
I am seeing double of you right now. Which
I hope you're not. I hope you're not. I
wish-
really hope you're not.
I wish I wasn't, but I might have a concussion.
Mira just looks at Lily and is like, "Do you want to distract Jonas while I finish Todd off and we can go bury him?"
Lily giggles. He's like, Todd was just a selfish bastard. It doesn't.
Mira
he has to die.
and like nods sagely, like this is the most reasonable thing to come out of the mouth of a fucking 6-year-old. She's just like, "Ah, yes, truly just a bastard." And then she just
truly just. And Lily actually touches you, Mira, and says, "You know they weren't gonna hurt me, you know. Don't you see it? It was a game." The
Mira,
alligator guy just gets very intense.
Mira just makes like a grumbling noise under her breath, and she's just like, "Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna chance it. You're tiny and a human, and
I am tiny.
you are. That's
She's
for sure."
this just kind of looks up like, wow.
I never noticed before. But Mira doesn't say a whole lot in the situation.
Hey, when you're tall, can you actually touch the sky? I've always wanted to do that.
Savoy shouts, "Ask Jonas!"
Hey,
Yeah,
Jonas!
Mira looks at Lily and she's like, "One of these days, why don't we ask Jonas to throw you as far into the sky?"
Isn't that what astronauts are? They're just really tall men.
That's so cute.
So yeah, with that, you all get out of there. And thus ends the chapter of the Shapeshifter Doppelgangers.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
So with that, let's go around, tell us your favorite part and where we can find you next. Let's start with Riley.
So my favorite part is like when everybody is like freaking out trying to kill Todd and each other, and Jonas is just like, "Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine." Jonas is just like, "Okay, well, we're not going to kill the guy, but I'll take him to the hospital. That's fine. I'm not mad. We're just having fun. This is just my life." And
I love
Mm-hmm. So cute.
Jonas is the best.
All right, and where can we find you next?
You can find me next Wednesday here for Tickfaw.
Right here, right now.
Right here.
I mean, not right now. Next week. All right, fabulous.
The song's stuck in my head now, though, so thanks for that.
Now. All right.
Yep.
Yaz.
Shoot, this whole thing was my favorite. I really enjoyed the train of everybody heading, like, chasing after Todd. Like, something about that was just hilarious
and
to
just the
me.
Mario song going through my head. Da, 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 da.
Pretty much. And then Jonas being like, everything's fine.
Mhm.
You can find me next week for Tickfaw Files. And that's about it.
All right. And then my friend Vanessa, how about you?
Did you like forget my name or something?
I kept reading Mira, and I'm like, not Mira. Not Mira. It's not
We've been
Mira.
friends for a really long time. I'm concerned.
I'm getting senile in my old age. Now tell people what your favorite part is.
Yes, ma'am. My favorite parts are never not Jonas doing literally anything. Like the boy could just breathe the whole session and be like, "Well, that's my boy. That's my favorite part."
Hear that, Riley? Next session will just be going.
Nope. Weird
like,
ASMR stuff right there. Entering mature ASMR.
I didn't say heavy
God.
breathing. I just said breathing, indicating that he's alive and well.
That's a way to do it.
But just Jonas being like, everything is good. Might have a almost dead man in my arms, but that's cool. My girlfriend is real thirsty.
Oh yeah, she is.
Yeah, she is.
I was literally about to go get you
Oh my
this.
God. Yeah, but other than that, Raven, when can they find me next? Is it Saturday?
Yes. Saturday at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We're finally getting back to it, Animus Absentus.
Yeah, beautiful.
Which is a sci-fi game where everybody's lost their memories and they're trying to figure out who the hell they are.
Yeah. And
Fabulous.
I play Annie in that game, so I'll be there. And then next week here for Tickfaw, and of course I'll pop my my art Twitter in the comments and my coffee page in case anybody's interested.
All right, and then me. It's my turn. I'm Ro North. I'm a freelance illustrator, educator. You'll find me next week here Wednesday for Tickfaw Files. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. Like I think I already said that. Please excuse me. I'm very tired. But yeah, you can find my stuff at ronorthillustrations.org. I'm going to be dropping handmade watercolors, really high quality stuff that I've made myself and I've been testing out, probably on my Etsy sometime in the next week. So, yeah. With that,
All right.
Raven.
Awesome. My favorite part, the whole thing was really good. I enjoyed it. Dick was losing her shit, but I was having a blast. Yeah, fuck Steve too, though. I mean Todd. It's hard to pick a favorite part. The whole thing was really good. It was kind of cool seeing Dick have some character growth there. That was kind of cool. And yeah, everybody just did a really good job. So yeah, where you can find me next. Today is Wednesday, so I will be back producing Where Things Go South on Friday at 1 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And then we will be doing our playtest, first playtest for Fundamental RPG 2nd Edition on Friday at 7 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I believe there's still a spot or two left on that, so if you want to join in on that, get a free copy of the playtest version of Fundamental RPG 2nd Edition, and come play with us. Shoot me a DM on Twitter or Discord or wherever. You can find me, and we'll find a spot for you. And I think that's everything. So we're gonna go on a raid. We're gonna go raid Scrat. They're doing a really cool show over there. Another tabletop game. They're all wonderful people. If you're not already following Scraticus Academy, definitely do so. Cannot recommend enough. And there is our break cry. So I will see you all on Friday. Bye, everybody.